It is one big lie. It is a trap. What they actually have told us in school about study notes, making study notes, studying from study notes is one big lie. Here is why. So today we are going to dive right into this topic of the big lie about study notes. So have you ever gotten told since you were young by your parents, by your teachers, at school, at university, that you need to make these perfect notes, all the different colors, glittery and very pretty, so you can actually read off from it and study from it, so information is going to stick to your brain? How well has that been working for you? Just a little thought experiment. I really want you to recall, probably in your own country, your own currency, what a $10 note looks like. In your brain you might think, okay, I know what a $10 note looks like. When you pull it out, I definitely know what it is. So here's the tricky part. Now I want you to try to recall, what is it made of? You might know it, maybe plastic, maybe paper, you know that. Or even the color, you might know if it's blue, is it orange, is it red? But the thing is, now I want you to know a little bit more details. What about, are there any particular significant person there? Who is on that piece of $10 note? What is on that $10 note? For example, in New Zealand, there's a type of bird on there. Do you know what bird is on there? And do you know how many $10 notes or $10 numbers are on there, for example? So this is what I really call, there is a gap in your knowledge, or what I call phantom learning. So when you actually go and read notes, you really think that you have understood a lot of things. When you read it, it's quite soothing. You read lecture 1 or topic 1 that your teacher has just taught, you think that you know it. But when you actually come and test yourself in the broad picture, you might know it, but then when it comes to more details, you don't, just like the $10 note experiment that we just did. So we really want to avoid this phantom learning trap. It's because this is exactly what our exam is demanding us, to recall information we have in our brain to that piece of exam paper. If you're not able to do it now, then the likelihood or the chances that you can do it in the exam is quite low. So how do you actually overcome that? You really want to remember this principle. We know that we've been taught, or you've probably heard, that if there's no pain, there's no gain. It's the same thing with your memory. And so with the same principle, the harder that you work your brain, the more information you actually retain. So this is really what I want you to remember. Your brain is just like another muscle. If you want to get really fit and buffed up in the gym, you need to be lifting heavy weights. You need to be working hard, sweating. So the same thing with information. You really need to be working hard, work your brain hard, so you can retain more information, which is what's happening in the exams as well. This is what they're testing you. So this is a potential solution, or a test that you can do on yourself to see whether you truly understand this information, what I call the 5, 10, 15 test. Whenever you actually learn a big concept from your teacher or your lecturer, instead of reading over the note, I really want you to try and go skip at the process of making notes first. See how much you know already. It primes you, using this 5, 10, 15 test to test whether you truly understand the concept when you actually look over the notes and you understand it. So throw away your notes and actually try to explain the concept as if you were to explain this simply to a 5-year-old, 10-year-old or a 15-year-old. If you're able to do this in simple words, or use a simple analogy or something that you know already, then the likelihood of you knowing this concept a few weeks from now is greatly increased. If you're not able to break it down into these simple words to a 5-year-old, 10-year-old or 15-year-old, then the notes and the details and all the little minute details you have on the notes are likely not going to stick to your brain. So if you don't pass the 5, 10, 15 test for a big concept, it is unlikely that you're able to answer this or put that on a piece of exam paper. So instead of doing phantom learning that we just talked about, go and try this shift to actually go and test yourself in form of teaching a phantom person, rather a phantom 5-year-old, phantom 10-year-old or phantom 15-year-old, to see whether you understand this concept or not. So I hope this mini lesson has been helpful for you, so I look forward to seeing you in the next one.